The great thing about LeBron, he brings it every single night for 20 years.
Right.
It can't be perfect. It's impossible. No one is perfect. If you make a mistake, you have to live with it, and then you have to be able to grow from it. You can't continue to make mistake after mistake after mistake and then think that you're going to be able to come back from that. You're only human, but it's the ones that learn from their mistakes and come back that separates this human from that human. The best teacher of life is experience. There's so much truth to that, and you have to learn from it. It hurts when you're in that moment where you fail and you fall flat on your face. It hurts. But I guess at the end of the day, it's how you come back from it. It's how tall you stand, how passionate are you, and are you going to shy away from the fact that you don't want that goal anymore, or are you going to push through that wall?
We understand what kind of player he is. He is the best player in the world, so we're respecting him as that. We're guarding him with 5 guys.
When you fall and you fail so many times, you just say, you kind of just look yourself in the mirror and say, well, what are you going to do about it? When you have all these other people around you, and yes, it's a team game, and yes, everything, has to fall in place with the team, but what are you going to do to help things become different? I did that a lot. I know all about the greats, and I want to be one of the greats, and I'm looking forward to, competing and working towards, because I want to be up there with those names, at the end of my day. As one of the all-time greats, one of the all-time champions.
He's terrifying. Yeah, he really is. Every time he comes down the court, getting downhill, you just know he's either going to get to the rim or he's going to find one of his shooters for a three-point shot.
At the end of the day, I talk to myself, I figure it out. You got to go out there and do it. No matter what you hear, good or bad, at the end of the day, you got to do it for yourself.
Sometimes you do things that even you personally don't even believe that you can do. But when you have a support system, you have a group around you that's just as motivated as you, you're able to tackle a few things at once.
Over the course of my career, I've just gotten better with every facet of my game. I've always wanted to be a triple threat, to be able to rebound, assist, and be able to score as well. Try to be a great teammate, night in and night out, always preparing my body, always preparing my mind to be at my best. And to be able to go out and still be a focal point of my opponent's scouting reports lets me know I'm still playing at a high level, and I want to continue to play at a high level. I want to continue to play at a championship level and still be respected every time I touch the floor as a threat throughout whatever minutes I'm playing. Every time I'm on the court, I'm always viewed as a threat. That means a lot to me in the sense of how I just prepare myself to go out and play. Breaking records and setting, records or passing greats and losing effort has never been a DNA of mine. I want to win. It's not sitting well with me. I don't like having accomplishments, and they don't feel right when it comes to losing effort. And it don't matter if it's a regular season game or not. I've been trained and born to win. That's how I started my basketball journey as a little leaguer, playing the game, and we were trained to win. Play for your teammates and play the right way, and I want to win at the highest level.
At the end of the day, we are all different. Michael's fans, Michael Jordan himself, Kobe fans, Kobe himself, LeBron fans, and LeBron himself, we're all different. And the simple fact that we all take different challenges. We've all had challenges. We all had different courses. But the one thing that's the same is that we would do anything to play this game of basketball every single day. We would do anything to win, and we'll do anything to put our life on the line to win basketball games. We're just champions. We was born champions, and we work hard, and we want to be the greatest that we can be. But I think we've all had our own paths. Mike had his path. Mike was the greatest. Kobe had his path. Kobe is the greatest. I have my own path. Hopefully someday someone will say I'm the greatest.
You got to be able to adjust. And if you cannot have a growth mindset on how you can find ways to get better with the time, then you'll be left behind. And I'm one to, I'm not saying that I've changed my game in any way. I've always just wanted to be able to have a game that fits any style of play or any era. And I'll be able to continue to have that growth mindset, and I'll continue to adapt.
There's nothing worth having that's easy. When you settle for mediocrity, then What are you fighting for? At the end of the day, there's so much more for you. There's so much more out here. There's so much more in the world, and you have so much more of a purpose.
Well, my expectations is always going to be high, just because how I feel as an individual. I feel like I continue to get better every year. I continue to bust my butt in off season to get ready.
I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to compete for a championship. And that was my mindset. Once I entered the bubble, my mindset was to, if I'm going to be here, make the most of it. And see what you can do and lock in.
To get better for the long-term goal. Short-term goal, we want to just continue to get better every night. I want to win, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get our guys prepared to go out there and win.
Things just don't happen by accident. When you perfect it in practice, it makes it a lot easier on the floor. I put myself and my body and my mind in position to be available to my teammates. I've never missed a playoff game in my career and put in the work.
Everyone is an MVP.
Sweating, bleeding every night, out there playing for myself and my teammates.
And just get better every single day.
When you play sports and you're committed to something, the commitment, the responsibility of showing up to practice on time. As long as I could go out and still play at a high level, I feel like it's important for me to continue to inspire the youth, continue to inspire my teammates, try to inspire myself. I have that mentality of if we can maximize today, then it makes the next challenge that much more easy.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning. That's when it's time to dig deep, to find the courage to push some more.
I accept the challenge every night. Every night I go on the basketball court. In everyday life, I accept the challenge.
You're not going to get any better if you don't play hard. And you're not going to get any better if you're not trying to win every time. So when you're out there, you're just kind of trying to compete, trying to win every time you're out there. Just play as hard as you can. If you're going up against me, you're trying to bust me up. Because I'm going to come at you the same way. If you're not out there trying to win every night, there's no reason that you should be out there. I think it's just my determination to get better every day. And I might be good right now, but it's somebody out there working hard as I am, trying to get better than LeBron, because they see I'm number one. So they want to be number one. I think I'm setting the bar for myself, and I'm just going to keep working hard, and the bar going to be even higher if I keep working.
You can be great at doing what you love to do. You got to commit to it. You can't want something but not put in the work, and it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, no matter what it is. It could be a professional athlete, or it could be an artist, it could be a doctor, it could be anything in the world, a president of the United States, but you got to put the work in. And I think if you put the work in, the results will happen organically.
I hold myself up to a standard higher than anyone. What can I do better? How can I be better? There's things I can do more. There's things I can do, be greater at, to not only help the ball club and everybody automatically think it's basketball, but it's in life in general. I'm going to commit to the game. I'm going to train. I'm going to prepare myself physically, mentally, spiritually to get to the game. If you want to be great. I work on my game, I work on my crafts. I'm just always trying to see ways I can continue to just stay in great rhythm and see ways I can continue to get better. I want to be efficient when I'm doing it as well.
At the end of my career, you'll never get someone to say that he didn't leave it out on the floor. Wins and losses and ties and things that happens throughout the course of life. It's just how you pick yourself up. It's how you continue to get better and better. And the difference between me and a lot of other people, or a lot of people that's played the game of basketball, they get so in depth and so deep about, putting everything in the game of basketball. I'm true to who I am. I'm true to my family. I'm true to my teammates. I'm true to my craft. And then at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. So, I could care less about a finals record. I could care less if I don't, play well at this game, or, if my teammates don't show up, because I know how much I put into the game and nobody can ever take that away from me.
Trust the process along the way. Try not to get frustrated along the process throughout each season, but still keep the main thing. Understand that we're trying to build. I want to build greatness every single day.
I'm real critical of myself. I believe I can't improve unless I want to improve. And ultimately, I want to become the greatest basketball player, or the best player LeBron James can be. Now, if that means I've become better than Michael Jordan, or better than Kobe Bryant, or Oscar Robertson, then so be it. But if not, I want to maximize my potential. So
I want to maximize what I can do. And if I can be in a situation where I'm even talked about as the best basketball player ever, that'd be great. And most important, you got to find happiness too. If you're having fun, enjoying what you're doing, then it makes it so much easier. It makes it so much easier to just you want to do it every day because it's something that you really enjoy doing, and you don't look at it as work.
Don't forget to have fun. No matter if you have a bad day, no matter if you have a great day, just always just stay even keeled.
stay even keel, just continue to work.
I've always played with excitement and joy and love and then fun. That's what made me fall in love with the game.